My past month here in Seattle has been wild. I've seen things that if I didn't have on video, I would feel crazy trying to convince people that they had happened. In case you are out of the loop or have only gotten your information about what has happened here from mainstream media like Fox News, a radical anti-abortion, anti-queer, pro-Christian nationalist group with deep ties to local paramilitary and the Trump administration just left my city after completing a multi-day propaganda tour enabled by the Seattle Police Department at the directive of the top levels of my local government. The war on the poor and working class by the moneyed and political upper classes in our society from both sides of the political spectrum has never been more clear to me. In this video, I'm going to tell you the far more complete and accurate story than what you will find being pumped out of the right-wing misinformation machine, which has been running on overdrive to propagate the lies that Seattle is filled with Antifa anarchists that are violently anti-Christian and anti-free speech.
Russell Johnson is the lead pastor of the Pursuit Northwest Church, and he helped organize both events in Seattle. Are Christians welcome in Seattle?
No, clearly not. That event has, of course, been labeled by the media as some sort of anti-LGBT type rally, and it wasn't. We were swarmed by hundreds of Antifa militants, Christians who stood in the park and were assaulted for the high crime of worshiping Jesus in a public space. Antifa is made up of petulant children who are grievance mongers, who decide to perpetuate violence against people that they disagree with. And of course, in a place like Seattle, they are coddled and supported by people like Mayor Bruce Harrell. That results in violence against people of faith, police officers, and others. And
it's important for everyone to understand because they are providing the template for how similar groups are going to be projecting power into other communities by weaponizing local governments against us. I'm going to show you exactly what I was doing at both of these events. I will deconstruct these people and these tactics so that hopefully you can do a better job of protecting your community when they're at your door. This video will not be monetized, and I'm gonna have to censor a lot in order to protect this video from YouTube's almighty censorship tool, the Age Gate. But there will be lots of links in the description. Let me first start with the context that nobody else is providing that explains why the event on the 24th was always going to be a powder keg. So this is Cal Anderson Park. This is where the 24th MayDay event happened. There was a giant stage right here, and most of the videos you see of police and protesters and counter-protesters getting engaged is along this kind of ridgeline bowl all around the edges here. People are touchy about the word fascist, so I'm not going to use it a lot in this video, but I do want to explain why I feel like that word does apply in this situation. I am aware of the giant rule set and arguments that people have about what the definition of fascist means, but I think we need to simplify and update this definition for modern times. George Carlin has had a massive impact on my life, and he has this famous shtick about the 10 Commandments. Now, they really can be boiled down to one, and that's how I feel about fascism. I think you can boil it down to three key things.
The 10 Commandments. Why are there 10? You don't need 10. Honor thy father and mother. Obedience, respect for authority. Just another name for controlling people. The truth is, obedience and respect should not be automatic. They should be earned. Some parents deserve respect. Most of them don't. Period. You're down to 6.
The first is ultranationalism, which is used to justify authoritarianism. Ultranationalism is a hyper-focus and fixation that your country and your nation is the best, and the people born here and the stock of it are superior. 2 is a focus on oppression of specific groups. For the Nazis, it was a focus on the Jews, but for modern fascists in America, it's a focus on queers and immigrants. The overt bigotry normalizes the oppression of those groups and is used to blame them for all of the ills of society instead of the real cause, which is capitalism. 3 is hyper-militarism. All things are based around power, which is gained and maintained through violence. The most important tool for a fascist to maintain their power is fear. And the thing to understand is that fascists are generally cowards, so they outsource their violence to systems like the military and the police. That's why in all of the waste and corruption the Trump administration is supposedly finding, they somehow didn't find any in the military. When you're building a repressive state, you need a strong military and police to enforce your repression. So that is my working definition of a modern fascist. And you can disagree if you like, but that is how I am using it in this video and in the future. Now I want to give you some information about the individuals who run this program and actually make up a core of fascism in the Pacific Northwest. The org that ran this event is called the Her Voice Movement, MVMT. And it was founded in 2011 by a woman out of Portland, Oregon named Jenny Donnelly. Jenny got filthy rich being just the best salesperson for an MLM called Advocare that the FTC labeled as a pyramid scheme. They do not hide the fact that they are expressly anti-queer, anti-abortion, and anti-democratic. They believe this country is a Christian nation founded on Christian values and needs to return to those Christian values. These facts are omitted from basically every report I've seen about this and make the framing that this is just a simple religious concert very dishonest. Then there's Russell Johnson, who is a pastor for the Pursuit Northwest series of churches, who have the exact same values as the Her Voice movement. He operated as the MC for this event, and you'll see him doing the rounds on right-wing media. And then there is Matt Shea, the most important person to know of this group because he is extremely dangerous. Matt was actually a Washington State representative from 2009 to 2021. He is a violent, paranoid man who drew a gun on somebody in a road rage incident back in 2011, despite not having a concealed carry permit, and got off with just a $75 fine. He penned a missive in 2018 called The Biblical Basis for War. The highlights are that you should absolutely try to be peaceful, but that peace is incumbent on banning abortion, gay marriage, communism, and obeying biblical law. It says that deception is a valid tactic in the event someone would abuse the truth. It suggests that guerrilla warfare and assassination are the best tactics. An independent investigation commissioned by the Washington State Legislature concluded that he had participated in several acts of domestic terrorism. He uses power in the government to gather intelligence on activists and political opponents. He shared this intelligence with right-wing extremist groups and encouraged intimidation and psyops against them. Matt has participated in several armed conflicts in the Pacific Northwest, including the 2016 occupation of the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge. He met with the leadership of that right-wing group and provided them intelligence on the police tactics and helped them strategize against it. More recently, he traveled to the Ukraine and attempted to abduct 60+ Ukrainian children, which I assume was to conscript them as child soldiers into his holy war that he is attempting to bring into reality. To summarize, Matt Shea is an openly fascist Christian extremist, and you can bet he will play an important role in the rising tide of right-wing extremism in this country as long as he lives. These are the core perpetuators of the right-wing narrative that Seattle is a lawless place filled with anti-Christian hate. The ideologies of these people enable them to lie and play two sides of any argument in their propaganda. They will first appeal to the law in order to justify saying and doing whatever they want, in order to appeal to non-religious conservatives, libertarians, and liberals who support individual freedom.
Are Christians welcome in Seattle, in your view, to publicly express their views if they're traditionally held?
After paying a massive price for the high crime of exercising our First Amendment rights, when we announced that we were taking this to the front steps of City Hall, I got inundated with emails and texts and DMs from people who are not Christian and not conservative, who were outraged at the mayor's response, who said, you know what, we're going to come stand with Christians at City Hall because we believe in the First Amendment.
But when the law doesn't fit, they will appeal to their religion in order to justify violence and oppression of others, which props up the rising fascist state. But there is one other actor involved in all this that I feel like is kind of getting off a little too easy, that I want to make sure is a core part of this video, and that is the city of Seattle itself. Hopefully you agree that if this cast of characters was coming to any town, it would be valid for that population to have a couple of concerns. But without the critical partner of the city of Seattle, they could not have achieved the massive propaganda W they got while they were here. Where they actually wanted to hold the rally was Pike Market, which is a high traffic, high visibility, well-known landmark that you can be guaranteed to see in every Seahawks home game. Now, the city denied it, and I think they made some excuse about it being too big and not being able to support it there. But I really think they just didn't want the optics of an openly bigoted religious concert in the tourist center of our city. Now, the group was offered other parks like Westlake, which is right downtown Seattle, but they declined that and chose Cal Anderson Park in the core of Seattle's neighborhood. Cal Anderson is in the Capitol Hill area of Seattle, which started to become the queer center of our city in the 50s and 60s. Cap Hill contains many different queer-focused community centers, bars, and Cal Anderson is named after the first openly gay state legislator who died in 1995 when he succumbed to AIDS in the middle of the crisis. That is why when many people in the community found out that an openly anti-queer extremist group was coming to Seattle to do a concert, they could not believe that it was going to be in Cal Anderson Park. And that disbelief turned to anger as that reality set in. To those who live and exist in this community right here, there was no way to read this as anything less than a strike at the heart of Seattle's queer community. And that is why so many organizers who were planning actions at this event, myself included, expected that this event would inevitably devolve into conflict. And that kept some people away. But for me and my friends, when things get spicy, well, that's just when they get interesting. So we developed our own plan for the 24th, which got zero coverage, but might have been the most positive thing that happened that day. I started planning this action with my group and partner like a month and a half prior to the event. I had been in contact with various organizers planning and coordinating what we were going to do at this event. Just a couple of days before the event, an unsigned missive showed up, which had a call to action and a broad plan for how people should engage at the event. Now, this was quite sus to me, because although it did contain a reasonably accurate overview of the event and what was happening, it also had some pretty obvious misinformation that was designed to get people hurt. Specifically, me and anyone dumb enough to try to jump a bunch of bikers while we're riding around. I've asked around, and I have no idea who wrote this, but it does not seem like somebody who had the best interests of our community in mind. And although I will probably never know for sure, obviously the cops are at the top of my list. The rally was supposed to start at 2 p.m. with things like free haircuts and a bike giveaway up until 5 p.m. when the rally and concert starts, ending at 9 p.m. Several groups had planned to be there to just give out water and snacks and information, and there were things like a punk band who was scheduled to play just across the way from the MayDay event. I showed up around 11:30 a.m. and wandered around the park handing out stickers and checking the vibe of the people that were already there. And things were already tense.
Here I am at the Her Voice movement, and we're already passing out. People love my stickers. People don't like each other, but they like my stickers, so that's what I'm here for.
Big shout out to the band Pregnant Dad, who recognized me, and they fucking rocked. Our general expectations for the event space itself was that it's going to be jammed with various groups and wild as hell. DSA, communists, anarchists, punk bands, black bloc, radical feminists, lined up against anti-queer Christian extremists. And there's a police station not 100 yards away, kitty corner to all of it. And there were also rumors that right-wing groups like Proud Boys and Oath Keepers and 3%ers would also be coming into town to meet the gang and potentially picking on vulnerable people on the outskirts of the event. This was the perfect recipe for heavy police actions, violence, and bad press. So we built a plan to account for all of this. A moto brigade. Instead of joining the melee on the 24th, my crew decided to focus on the broader areas just outside the park. Goal number one was making sure that packs of chuds weren't jumping on vulnerable people as they came to and from the event. Goal two was to monitor the actions of the police. Goal three was to do public outreach by giving out free stickers and informing people of what was happening at the event. I led the pack of bikes, slowly roaming around the outskirts of Cal Anderson, and then we had a van team ran by my partner, posting up at various spots around the area, carrying supplies, and doing outreach on the ground. We prepared water, snacks, med kits, configured radios and cardos to communicate between each other, and then headed out.
You want a gay motorcycle sticker?
Yeah, stay gay, guys.
Yo, wait, I got you. Y'all want a gay sticker? Gay motorcycle sticker? Yeah, have a good one. Would you like a free gay motorcycle sticker?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll put this on my bike.
Oh, well then you gotta have two. Yeah, take it easy. There you go. Yeah, you need a free. Here, hold on. I got two for you. Here you go. Let me give you one of each. There you go, buddy.
Where's your bike at?
My bike's that one right over there. I'm just gonna give a sticker to them real quick. There you go. There you go. Yeah. You want a free gay motorcycle sticker? Oh, hold on. Oh my God! Look at all these views. Oh, here you go. Take some. Take some. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, have a good one. I'm gonna go run over the cops real quick and give them some.
Most of what we did that day was hand out stickers and talk to people. That's it. And we learned a few things. First, very few people understood what was happening just a block or two away in their neighborhood.
Thing going on in the center here.
No, what's up?
It's literally like an anti-queer evangelical group, like straight up anti-abortion. I mean, it's like right on the tagline, like they don't hide it at all. We're just trying to be the positive ones because
I appreciate y'all doing that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, that's going on right now?
That's going on right in the center right now. Be careful for cops and police action. I'm not joking. There's shit there. So just be on this side, there's just a line of fucking cops in riot gear. Absolutely.
Two is that basically everyone loves stickers, even the people that were at the MayDay event. In fact, my favorite moment was when I wandered up to a family that was clearly from the MayDay group, and I offered them my stickers, and I looked and I saw the kids all snap their heads and turn back to their parents, looking for permission on whether they could take the free stickers or not. And the parents froze. But one of the kids, the oldest, the tallest, wandered up and said, "Sure, why not?" And I handed him two. And the last thing I learned was that the cops were out in force that I hadn't seen since 2020.
Holy shit, look at you boys. Hell yeah. Damn, look at that thing. I bet that was fucking expensive. God damn, I bet that used a lot of my fucking tax dollars. Soak up that OG, boys. Oh, look at them. Oh, yeah. Oh, you take care of all the bad guys. You get them Proud Boys out. I better not see that stage still over there. If them fascists are still over there, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off. Our friends. That's a lot of money right there. God damn. Let's go. I'm going on over here. Is there a dispersal order now? Oh, okay. So party's still going.
Trying to leave, but they're following the cops.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. See you later, y'all. God damn it, so man. Oh, that's the sonic weapon. It's the boom box. It's the jam box. You boys have been such good sports. Would you like a free gay motorcycle sticker?
No, thank you.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like they're mad at me or something. I don't understand. They know if they take it, then they're gay. They can't have that. You act like the cops around here don't know my fucking ass. Oh yeah, my YouTube channel. They already know. They're already subscribers.
My crew was out from about 4:45 to 8:30 p.m. None of us crashed or got injured or arrested. Overall, it was an amazing, super fun day for all of us. It wasn't until I had time to talk to other organizers, see all the other clips, and read reports from independent news sites like Seattle Gay News that I got a fuller picture of what had happened at the park. The first arrests happened right before the MayDay event was about to start. The cops had set up random blocks of fencing, which did absolutely nothing to separate the individual groups at the event. When the bike cops rolled in and tried to push people away to actively separate the groups, they seemed totally lost on how to effectively do that in an open area.
I was trying to like film stuff, and then they were like dividing us, and then they divided me and pushed me onto the fascist side, and then they're like, get out of here, like the cops, and I was like, you put me here. Yeah. And it's like, I'm with them, I'm with the fascists today. Like, I'm wearing a pink sweater and platform like white sandals. Let me be with my people.
At another point, though, this was funny, where I was like, they were coming and they were putting the gate, and one of the cops just yelled, choose a side! And then, like, I walked to the fascist side, and I was like, oh, wrong side.
And at some point, one of the MayDay balloons popped. And that seemed to be the trigger for cops to just start randomly arresting and beating the shit out of people and pepper spraying them without any real plan for charging them lawfully. Cops arrest 30 people, and half of them are out the next day with all charges dropped. If you really want to understand the police, you have to forget everything you have learned from Law & Order, CSI, and all the propaganda shows like Cops and Live PD. There are no consequences for cops who illegally or incorrectly detain, arrest, and jail people. And that is the actual truth around the misinformation that Seattle just doesn't do anything about Antifa thugs. And that's something that is critical for you to understand, that if you go to one of these protests or events, you do not need to be committing a crime to be attacked or arrested by the police. Period. No matter what you are doing, you should expect the cops to treat you like a violent criminal, and they will not give you a reasonable explanation for anything they do to you. There will not be any accountability for cops doing harm to you.
We are following breaking news out of Seattle's Capitol Hill neighborhood, where you're seeing it unfold here, where counter-protesters opposing a religious pro-life group have clashed with Seattle police, and that has led to what you're seeing right here, multiple arrests.
Among those initially arrested was Jennifer Eagle Speaker.
I was on somebody, some people were on me, and I didn't know what was going on.
Jennifer was one of the counter-protesters here, speaking out against a concert organized by On Fire Ministries.
Family that's trans, and they're just people. We're all just people. It's all love, not hate.
Y'all need some free gay stickers.
I just was arrested.
Were you? But you're already out.
I was.
Rita's not have done shit to you. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
They let me go. I'm still waiting for my daughter. She was arrested.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Were they in the block that got grabbed earlier? All right.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
These are lessons that I learned from my experience back in 2020 that other people hadn't learned yet or had forgotten. After the initial bouts of arrests, things attempted to continue as normal. Around 7 p.m., we started to hear that the city was calling for the event to be shut down as more and more people showed up, and it became clear that they weren't going to be able to control or arrest everyone. As things closed down, me and my crew got a little closer to the event to see what the aftermath looked like. As the event ended, we wandered around the park handing out stickers to people, and there were still plenty of MayDay people there being unharassed, unassaulted. They were just mulling about, and they kind of seemed tired from the events of the day.
Free gay motorcycle stickers?
I'm good.
Free gay? No? Oh, yeah, have a good one. Y'all want some free gay motorcycle stickers?
I'll take one, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. All right. Any of y'all want free gay stickers? Have a good one. Did y'all want a sticker?
I better not put my city.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah, of course. Did y'all get a free sticker? You want one?
Yes, all of this free stickers.
Yeah. Yeah, one of each. One of each. You want one of each? Yeah, there you go. There you go.
What else you got?
That's all I got.
I like that.
I got a lot of hate for the cops. That's what I got.
Hey, so do I.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck them.
Hey, you know what I want to do?
What?
I want to fuck the whole police department with 13 years dick.
Fucking please do it. I would put it on video. I would jerk off to that every fucking day.
My team rolled down to a local burger place called Dick's, debriefed, and congratulated ourselves for the great work that we felt we had done for our community that day. I got home at 11 p.m. and crashed, completely relieved that the event that I had been anxious about all month was finally fucking over. And then I woke up, had a great relaxing morning, but by noon I had gotten a notification that the MayDay crew was announcing a ad hoc event just 2 days later on the steps of City Hall.
gonna rattle in Seattle tonight. We're gonna rattle in Seattle tonight. Make no mistake.
Fuck. There was way less preparation going into countering what happened on Tuesday, May 22nd, right here at Seattle City Hall. I have worked downtown Seattle within a mile of this building since 2012. This is basically my second home. I have to be in the office 3 days a week for my computer douche tech bro job anyway, so I just made sure one of them was Tuesday. Most of the people that I talked to, including the ones that did my action, couldn't make it to this on such short notice. So I planned to be there alone and just adapt to whatever happened that day. I did get help monitoring the area via cameras that were installed by the city and whose broadcasts are publicly available. Cops began blocking off streets around here at 1 p.m., a full 4 hours prior to when the MayDay people were supposed to be showing up. As early as 1:30, counter-protesters started showing up and trying to get into the City Hall area, but they were being blocked by the police. This was not alarming to me because my assumption that they were just going to block off the entirety of City Hall from everyone. That made total sense to me because I couldn't imagine the city letting any group occupy the steps of City Hall during rush hour traffic on a Tuesday, let alone invaders from a totally different community. But then we watched as various individuals engaged with the police, including the MayDay organizers. And I could not believe my fucking eyes when we started to see the police move barriers for rental trucks filled with equipment and people for the MayDay protest. We were able to see Russell Johnson running around, actively coordinating with the Seattle Police Department, and yet people with a visible trans flag were being kept out. Right around 3, it became really clear that they weren't just bringing in a group of people to this event, they were setting up the whole fucking stage that they had at Cal Anderson Park. And that's when we realized that the city wasn't protecting itself from the MayDay event. They were rolling out the red fucking carpet. They even got access to the special parking structure underneath City Hall to make sure they could get their people in and out very quickly and easily without being harassed. At about 4 o'clock, I left work and came here to see this shit for myself. I found that there was one entrance on just the other side of this block, and I asked the cops and the organizers directly, what the hell is going on here?
What's up, guys? I'm just trying to understand what's going on down here. I know why we're blocking stuff off. I understand. I'll move it. I'm just trying to ask my questions. My understanding is that they're like setting up a stage down here. That I know what they're supposed to meet. They're trying to meet the whatever, our mayor and shit. What is happening? Is this a permanent situation now at this point? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Processing.
When you say protesting, so the Christian fascists that I'm aware of who were here over the weekend, they're planning to meet. Did they get a permit? Because I think they're setting up a stage, it kind of looks like.
Exercising their First Amendment rights. It's been explained to us that
Sure.
first come, first serve when it comes to the plaza.
Okay, so do you have any specific directives to like protect them, or is this just, are you just trying to keep the peace kind of with everybody? Is there separate places for counter
protest zone, just like last time?
Okay.
Just like up there. There's a demonstration or a permanent event. There's a counter protest zone that's occupied in both situations. That's what's happening. Correct.
Where's the counter protest zone and the protest zone?
You have to go down there and take a look.
Okay. Is it labeled or clear in some way, or am I kind of just have to figure it out?
I think it's pretty clear. I think once you head down there.
Okay. All right. And then it looks like it's just kind of the block here by City Hall that's getting closed off at this point, so that cars and stuff aren't in that area for people, so people don't get hit and all that shit.
So we don't make any decisions around here. The bosses do it, right? So to the best of my knowledge, that's what's happening. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your time.
So you're with the and so
she's with the bullshit.
What we can't have, and I think we're clear on this. I don't think there's any disagreement on this.
How are they stopping everybody from going by there? Doesn't make no fucking sense.
Entering this, right? So we're only allowing, because we're keeping the separation of the two groups.
No,
we're not allowing some sort of mingling right there because of the problems.
We didn't come to talk. Come to bang it out.
If you're the designated person, it's only with your permission that they're entering here. Does that make sense?
No, that doesn't make sense.
So the fascists get to be here. That's their zone, right?
I think we're good.
Exactly.
This is the fascist zone. Get the right next to City Hall.
Where's Sylvester at?
You're allowed. You're with your media, right? Oh yeah. You're allowed up there.
Yep. I'm allowed.
The one thing that we.
Why is he allowed and I'm not?
Hold on. The one thing we need to clarify here is that if media wants to conduct an interview, I'm going to say that they should do so. I don't want just. We can bring them out. They can do that right out here. And handle that here, okay?
Why they gotta handle it here though? That's what I'm not saying.
You're welcome to conduct any interviews you want.
Here, so I can't go in there and take photos.
So what we have, okay? Now, give me 1 second. I'm gonna make a phone call.
There's about going to jail. Excuse me, can I ask you a quick question?
So MayDay gets to be inside. Everyone who's not MayDay has to be outside. That's what I'm understanding. This is the counter zone. I think we're just trying to figure out where the counter zone and the pro zone is. And if it's...
Give me some YouTube footage.
I'm kind of blown away that the MayDay gets it right next to the fucking thing and we can't be anywhere near that. I got a YouTube channel, like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, so I'm trying to inform them what's going on so that I can tell them where to meet and be.
Is y'all gonna start some shit like y'all did at the park?
Am I gonna start shit? I was handing out free stickers. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to start. I'm here to hand out free stickers, which is what I did all day Saturday.
Hey, don't put your hands on me. I'm not, bro. Just back on it. Okay.
Shit, who the fuck are you guys? Why can't I go over there?
This is fucking horseshit. What the fuck is going on? Holy shit, they get the fucking zone? What the fuck is this?
A woman connected to the MayDay group was there, and they were letting people in, asking them one question. What church are you from? Right answers were let in. Wrong answers were rejected, and SPD made sure that those people didn't get in.
Hi.
Excuse me.
Huh?
What church are you from?
I'm not from a church. I'm press.
I have the right to go in there.
Is it press credentials? This is like City Hall. It's a public building.
No. I've heard motherfuckers that say they're from the collective. We're not allowed. How the fuck you know they're from the collective?
Okay.
I'm from the collective.
They get to choose who comes in and comes out.
Oh, so they get to choose, huh?
So all I'm asking you to do,
They get to
is
choose.
move a little bit to the right.
But I don't have to.
You can yell, you can record, you can do whatever you want from right here.
I'm not breaking any law.
This was frankly unfucking-lievable to me and other citizens and journalists there. So I set out to directly ask the police what the plan was. And what I got was a lot of confusion and different answers. The lower level cops didn't know shit or pretended not to. But I found Captain Robert Brown of the SPD West Precinct wandering around the back streets alone. He was very easy to pick out in his super special hat and non-tactical gear. And I got him to stop by asking him to answer one simple question. Was this a permanent event? To which he responded, no. I just got information from a guy in a giant fucking hat. There's no permit for this. That guy right there, this captain right here, he's the one who told me this is an unpermitted event. So this guy is bringing these people in to talk to the mayor and do all this bullshit for an unpermitted event. And I am here. I am forced to be outside this event. I can't go talk to anybody. I pay fucking taxes. They don't. Whether or not at some point a permit was issued, this entire event was handled completely outside of any legal or standard process the city has constructed. The choice is to close down several city blocks during rush hour traffic. The choice to have SPD set up a protective perimeter and operate as private security for an out-of-town group to have a concert on the steps of our city hall. The choice to keep out locals and journalists and other interested parties who showed up hours prior to this event starting. These were non-public executive decisions made by a cadre of people at the top of our city government, including Bruce Harrell and the city council.
Right, people are still being rerouted, streets are still closed, but as we get a little later into the evening, that traffic has definitely died down from what you saw about an hour ago. But this is Washington Street and 4th Avenue that you're taking a look at right now, which is still closed all the way down to Columbia Street, past where that protest where you heard Deborah is.
As of the time of this filming, which is exactly a week from when the first MayDay event was on Saturday, the Seattle community is completely in the dark about who or why these decisions were made. I was enraged that people from a totally different community were being prioritized over citizens of the city of Seattle. who live here and work here pay a lot of fucking money to keep this shit going.
So is the counter protest zone outside and the fascists just get the inside? Is that my understanding?
Basically, yeah. Basically, that's it.
And they're gonna set up a fucking stage and shit?
Can you?
You want me to give you my megaphone? I'll let you
want your megaphone.
I'll let you borrow it.
That's kind of what I say.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you got a megaphone.
Yeah, here you go.
You got the fucking megaphone.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
All
Yeah. Y'all want some free stickers?
No thanks.
They let you know that motorcycles are for everyone. Everyone is welcome, right? Isn't Jesus about everybody? Or is Jesus selective? I mean, I don't know. I'm not religious. I'm just asking.
About everybody, bro.
Is he for everybody?
He's
Does he
not.
care about everybody, or does he just care about some people?
Jesus doesn't care about everybody.
Everybody, right? Everybody's loved under Jesus, right? So this message is it's good. You support that message probably, right?
I don't support that.
You don't support motorcycles are for everybody. Whoa, it's kind of a weird. What's everybody to you?
Anybody can ride a motorcycle, dude. It's all good.
Okay, cool. So motorcycles are for everybody. Good. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
I love motorcycles.
So what don't you support about this message?
Bro, they don't. Jesus is not for everybody.
Motorcycles for everyone.
Yeah, motorcycles are for everyone. I don't know why this is an awkward conversation, my friend. I'm not gonna lie. My partner's trans. I'm just here because my partner's trans, and I've kind of read what these people are saying about it. What's that?
You're making it awkward.
I'm making it awkward? Brother, you're in my community. This is my city. This is my fucking city. Where are you from, asshole?
I was enraged at the complete disregard for the wishes of the Seattle community by our leadership. Normal people who are just trying to get home were forced into longer lines of traffic so that out-of-towners could do whatever the fuck they wanted. And my tax dollars being used to pay SPD overtime rates so that fascists and bigots could do an end zone dance after disrespecting the Seattle queer community.
Hear that devil? We're gonna rattle in Seattle tonight.
Set us free, God! Set us free, God!
It's revival or we die.
This is the context for why I and many other people had so much anger and rage in that moment.
They're occupying my city hall, and I, as a Seattle person, cannot be here. My tax dollars are going to protecting this movement. That's why I'm here. I'm enraged that I'm paying for it with my tax money. And I'm enraged that it feels to me like City Hall is actively, this is an apology for what happened on Saturday. Please don't be mad at us, Christian nationalists, Christian fascists.
Realizing now that this was a full-blown propaganda piece, I looked around for the typical cast of misinformation peddlers. And to my surprise, not moments later, I found Seattle's own version of Andy No in the flesh. And that has led to one of the most viral clips that has been blasted across right-wing media.
Why? Why? What do you mean, why? What were they doing Saturday, dog? What are they doing Saturday, dog? Oh, you're not trying to tell people what's the drink, what's happening, dog?
Get the fuck back! Get the fuck back! Hey, police! This guy just fucking assaulted somebody. Get down! We ain't get on video.
That guy fucking hit. That guy was hit by that guy.
He assaulted me.
Johnathan Choe is the disgraced former journalist who was fired from the local news station Como back in 2022. If he's what passes for journalism in 2025, then I am Walter fucking Cronkite. Choe is well known in the Seattle activist community because he shows up to the events with the specific intent to provoke random people in order to create some sort of viral moment. I actually chased him off before I knew who the hell he was at the first protest event I went to this year because he was harassing random people at the federal building.
This guy right here has been chasing me now for several blocks. Can't catch up to me. You guys are all out of shape. People out of school, people out of work. So they decide to come here. And I got to take off.
So when I saw him, my goal was to make sure that if he was going to harass anybody, it was going to be me. I'm going to show you the full story of this viral clip where Choe runs into somebody in order to create the justification to batter them, call them Antifa, and then run to the cops with a completely fabricated story.
What's your name?
AJ.
AJ?
Yeah.
I got you. Bro, you just missed it. I was talking to that one fascist dude. The one that was around Kelly Anderson. That motherfucker, I was just pressing him earlier. But I'm not trying to get violent because that's what they want, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna hit anybody or anything. I'm just fucking pissed off.
I'm just telling you. That man came up around here. I started talking shit to him.
The Choe guy? Or?
Yeah. The dude with the camera.
Yeah. Hey, when you find that guy, oh, this guy. Yeah, Choe. I know this guy. Yeah, Johnathan Choe. Oh, yeah, this guy. This guy loves to lie about shit on the internet. I'm just right here, dog. I'm just enjoying the city.
Stay away. Don't come.
Do you know what's going on over here, buddy?
Don't even come near me.
Do you know what's going on over here, buddy?
I'm here to cover it.
What? Cover what?
Now you gotta bring reinforcements, like I said.
Everybody around me's reinforcements, dog. I don't need reinforcements, motherfucker. I'm just here. I'm like me. I'm not scared of the truth.
Take off the helmet. Take off the helmet and talk to the man. There you go.
Yeah, so my name's AJ.
Yep.
I live here.
Yep, good for you.
Yeah, my partner's trans.
Good.
So my partner right here.
Good.
You know what these people are here doing?
They're here to target the mayor of Seattle, not your community.
Why?
Because
what do you mean why?
He blamed them.
What are they doing Saturday, dog? What are they doing Saturday, dog? Oh, you don't have time to tell people what's the drill, what's fucking happening, dog? Oh shit! Oh shit! Fucking Johnathan Choe just fucking assaulted somebody. Holy shit! Cops! This guy just fucking assaulted somebody. Oh, this fucking guy. Hey, motherfucker. You want to fucking find out, dog? You want to fucking find out? Hey, man, you want to fucking find out? This guy just assaulted this guy. See that? He just hit that guy with a fucking stick.
He's the guy right there.
How convenient. How fucking convenient. How convenient. That guy got fucking hit. That guy was hit by that guy.
He assaulted me.
Holy shit.
Doing my job, turning.
Johnathan Choe is a fucking liar. Oh, wow. You okay, man? He got it on video. You okay, man?
I saw you push into him.
Look at his face. He got fucking hit by that guy. Y'all are such fucking chuds. Holy shit. Oh, wow. This is embarrassing. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. And you're going to bring him back. This guy just fucking assaulted someone and you're bringing it back. Wow. What the fuck?
He didn't do shit!
Holy shit. Holy shit.
He didn't touch anyone!
I can't believe my fucking eyes. I can't believe what's fucking happening right now. What did he fucking do? Holy shit. Oh yeah. Oh, I better charge in. Oh, I better fucking charge in. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Go hit some innocent people. Wow. Fucking unbelievable. Unfucking-lievable. Y'all make me fucking sick. This is disgusting. I can't wait to fucking show everybody this.
2 people were arrested. I got close-ups of their faces. Here they are. I was able to talk to John just after it happened, and here's what he had to say.
All right, what's up, Cam?
What happened?
Basically, I was covering this beginning of this rally here outside of City Hall, and 3 Antifa activists started swarming at me. One of the guys grabbed my shoulders. I just cleared the area, and thank God there are tons of officers, and it looks like they just made the arrest. And I got it all on video, of course. Good. And the far left activists are blaming me. Imagine if I didn't have video. If I didn't have video rolling all the time, I could be getting locked up right now.
You guys know Johnathan Choe? Is that it? Do you guys get specific directives to help that guy? This is fucking wild. I can't believe what I'm fucking witnessing with my own fucking eyes. Holy shit. We ain't gonna get justice here today, but I can give you some free gay stickers, so. Hell yeah. Fuck it, this is so fucked up.
Love your stuff, by the way, man.
What's that?
Love your stuff, by the way.
Oh, I'm glad.
Dude, your helmet's actually sick.
I know, I love it, huh? Right? Would you like a free gay sticker?
Thank you.
Free gay stickers? This is the best we're gonna fucking get while these fascists fucking weaponize our own fucking tax dollars against us. It's fucking embarrassing, god damn. I can't believe I watched someone get fucking hit and y'all arrested a random motherfucker. That was the wildest shit I've ever fucking seen. I'm not gonna charge. Where do I need to be? How far do I need to be? I'm looking at your butt. How far? Do I need to be up against the wall, officer? Is this okay? Am I safe now? Jesus Christ, quit looking for a fucking excuse. Did you tell him what the fuck he was arrested for yet?
I know. This guy pushed him. What the fuck I pushed? Exactly.
You guys are fucking embarrassing. Holy shit. Hey, man. Hey, do you need me to call somebody or something?
Do what you can.
I'll do my best, my brother. I'm so... Yeah. Oh, it's unfucking-leavable. Unfucking-leavable. What a fucking joke. I'm glad y'all are making OT on this. It's a nice day to be a bike cop. I do admit that.
You guys just peacefully protested.
What do you mean peacefully?
Instead of antagonizing them, they're just doing their job.
Did you see what happened?
They probably did something.
Okay, so you didn't see what happened, ma'am. That's my problem. You didn't see what happened, and I fucking did. I watched that man stand there and do literally nothing while another guy hit another dude, and these cops chased him down.
Well,
because this
he
is
hit somebody.
Yeah, well, he didn't actually. And it really would be great if you just don't repeat cop bullshit. And I don't know if you want to do that, if you're just trying to do their job for them of lying, but like I'm not. I'm trying to actually tell the truth.
I'm not trying to be antagonized. I was trying to get somewhere and I couldn't get somewhere.
I'm sorry. Would you like a free sticker? Would you like a free sticker?
I was just walking.
The series of events is so infuriating to me because it so clearly shows the collusion between Choe, SPD, and the greater right-wing misinformation machine. The truth of this event is that I approached Choe clearly knowing who he was. He then attempted to hit me with a gotcha by telling me to take my helmet off like a man. And when I called his bluff and obliged, he fucking panicked. He then purposely ran into somebody to create a pretext to batter them. He then jaunted down the street to an SPD officer who, even though they were a block away and had no line of sight to the event, said that they clearly saw that he was pushed. And not a single cop took a moment to disagree with that.
Hey man, you wanna fucking find out? This guy just assaulted this guy. See that? He just hit that guy with a fucking stick.
He's the guy right there.
He got it on video. You okay, man?
On video. I saw you push into him.
This is why the term ACAB exists. Even the cops that you don't actively see doing the violence and exploitation of their community are propping it up with their labor and lack of integrity.
Y'all still, oh, man, there's fucking 40 people for one guy? Jesus Christ, is he a domestic terrorist? How much money is being spent right fucking now? Jesus Christ. This is unfucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 little piggies, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 40 little piggies, 41, 42, I missed that one, she was shorter, 43, 44, 45, 45 cops for one fucking arrest, 46, 47, wow, holy fucking shit.
The only good cop is one that quits. Only a dishonest coward would defend Choe's actions as self-defense. You charge somebody and they don't move fast enough, so you get to crack them in the face and play victim? Fuck you. My main takeaway from this incident is that if Choe takes a swing at me, I know I'm catching a charge one way or another, so I'm gonna make it worth it. What Choe is doing is violence, not just directly, but by weaponizing the police against the community. And this is how you manufacture consent for state repression. What I hope this makes clear is that Choe and his ilk are the literal antithesis of fucking journalism. They are all actually dangerous, dishonest, and cowardly people who make their money by inflicting pain on other people in the community. These are the people generating content for the broader online sphere of influencers who simply accept their narrative unquestioningly and riff off of that.
As Choe Show points out, the media tried to do it again, where the Daily Mail reported it as Christian prayer rally attacked by mob, while the Seattle Times said 23 arrests at fascist family values protest. Oddly omitting,
of course,
who was attacking who and the religious aspect of the story.
Isn't it crazy how people just totally fucking misrepresent things in this massive way? And nobody even seems to give a shit about it, and people just eat it up. Like they eat it up. Like it's so totally fucking dishonest. It's unbelievable. It would be great if there was a way that you could on your taxes just say that you don't support the police and it lowers your taxes, but then you can't get 9/11 calls. Yeah, I wonder what would happen. I think that their defund the police mindset would go away instantaneously, pretty much overnight.
Yeah, I already don't call the cops unless it's legally required for like an insurance claim or something. So I would sign up for this immediately. Whoever appeals to the law against their fellow man is either a fool or a coward. Whoever cannot take care of themselves without that law is both.
Yeah, if you're a police officer, why would you want to be a police officer in a city where the government actively tries to make you look bad, they handicap you constantly, you are a punching bag for a bunch of mentally ill college students, and you're not able to do your job? Like, why would you want to do that as a cop? I certainly fucking wouldn't. That would be awful.
Police continue to work here because they're some of the highest paid cops in this fucking country, making as much or more than seasoned tech bro douches like me. They're paid well over 6 figures and get massive signing bonuses. Our city constantly bends over backwards to accommodate the cops.
I mean, there's nobody is against counter-protesting or protesting something like this. I think that's fine. But the issue is that they intentionally blur the lines, and there are people that are violent, and they just get away with it. That's the issue. If people knew they would get fucked if they got in trouble for being violent, they would never do it. They do it because they think they can get away with it.
Why does it
free
always...
speech is when you hit somebody. And it's when you take a stick and you hit them with a stick. That's free speech,
Seems like
guys.
the mayor is...
Some fat middle-aged man is trying to get in a fight. Are you being serious, man? What are you doing?
If you make one tiny tweak to something Asmongold said, I agree with him completely. If we stopped enabling these people who tell a fraction of the story in order to play the victim and create some real consequences for them, things around here would get a lot fucking better. I'm gonna keep repeating this. Every accusation from these grifters is a confession.
Bro, this place is a fucking zoo. What the hell happened? So many people leave Washington? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to live there, right? I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I certainly wouldn't. I mean, it's a nice place, but, like, to have to deal with people that are, like, roaming around and, like, so aggressive and violent, I mean, I just don't really think that's gonna happen. I mean, fuck that.
Here's my one-sentence summary of Asmongold. Man who never leaves home talks shit about people who do. The interaction with Choe is what made me realize I needed to start live streaming this event. Steve Bannon coined the core right-wing strategies in regards to dealing with the media so that they can take over this country, which is muzzle velocity and flood the zone.
The opposition party is the media. And the media can only, because they're dumb and they're lazy, they can only focus on one thing at a time. All we have to do is flood the zone. Every day we hit them with 3 things. They'll bite on one and we'll get all of our stuff done. Bang, bang, bang. These guys will never be able to recover, but we gotta start with muzzle velocity. So it's gotta start, it's gotta hammer, it's gotta muzzle velocity.
You keep your opponent on the back foot by putting as many shots down range as fast as you can. The right-wing griftosphere puts out more content faster in order to get in front of any narratives and drown out the truth. When I figured out what was going on, I realized that I needed to start broadcasting in order to have any possible opportunity of trying to provide a counter narrative to what they were going to be putting out. I decided that the only way I was gonna get close to competing was by doing it fucking live. And hundreds of people saw it live, with thousands watching it after. Hey, how's it going, y'all? Guess where I'm at? I'm gonna make a whole video about this. I've got a whole video I'm gonna make about this. But I'm so pissed off. I had to just show people what the fuck is going on right now because I literally can't believe my fucking eyes. The city of Seattle is fucking complicit. These people are working with the fucking fascists to allow them to do this. This is an apology for them. I'm sorry we let you do that. Come in the middle of fucking City Hall and do whatever the fuck you want. Millions of tax dollars are gonna go to protecting this unpermitted event. Millions! This is the backside of Seattle City Hall. Oh wow. I wonder if I can just go inside. Let's find out. Look at this. Look they got a whole band out there. Look at the cops just fucking chilling. Just soaking up that fucking OT. Soaking up that fucking money for me. These are bike cops. So bike cops are some of the most aggressive people. They're so fucking aggressive because their goal, these are the ones that are gonna chase you the fuck down. So this is, you gotta be real. When you see packs of these motherfuckers, you need to be real fucking careful.
don't think you're gonna have your hate parade at Cal Anderson, and you don't think shit's gonna hit the fan, you're dumber than you look.
Is it okay if I film you?
Yeah, man.
Okay, hell yeah. What's your story? What's your story, brother?
I'm a large, angry white man, and so everyone always tells me I'm too big and too loud.
Yeah.
So I got a megaphone, and I'm gonna lean into it.
Hell
and so
yeah.
I speak truth. Because these motherfuckers need to hear truth bombs from somebody that looks like them.
Hell yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Have you heard of a Big Carl?
This is my elevator pitch for a new community protection service I'm calling Rent a Big Carl. The idea behind this is that there's a lot of places that queer and trans folk, but I mean really anyone whose identity doesn't fit neatly into the dominant culture, can't go safely. Carl is straight, white, tall, preferably jacked, and Republican passing. He drives a big truck and he likes guns. But not the I like guns to protect myself from violent minorities type of way, but the I like guns because trans visibility without trans protection is just putting a target on trans people type of way. Starting to pick up what I'm putting down. Carls hate bullies. For humanity to know that queer people are not the reason for any struggle they may have. They're gonna pull up whenever you need them for free. Their privilege as someone in a big white straight body. Make sure no other big white straight bodies give you shit for existing in this world.
You're a fucking Big Carl, bro.
I'm a Big Carl, man.
Hell fucking
Thanks,
yeah.
man.
That's a bit. We found a real life Big Carl in fucking person right here.
I'll happily be your Big Carl.
Why are they the ones that get to say who goes through?
You're gonna ask city council again.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry, we will.
We just want to know. We're just trying to understand.
This SB got notified about this yesterday night.
Yeah.
Because this group sent out like some email or something.
I'm gonna touch this dog. Can I pet your dog? Hi, buddy. I'm gonna pet this little dog. Oh, you're so precious. This is exactly what I needed in this moment. I needed this right now. I fucking needed this because I'm so fucking mad. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Oh, this is the lady this is the Trumper lady. This is the lady that was saying the most bigoted shit that I got on film.
Heyo!
Yep.
Animosity on Twitter. What's up? At Transphobe01. Fuck trannies.
That's who's here for this movement. It's explicit, right? Like, they don't hide it. They don't care. This is the danger zone, just FYI. If you're this close to these cops, you're in the danger zone. Do you want to be on stream? Yeah. Hey, this is my friend.
I usually go by Eb.
Eb, this is Eb. I met Eb at the 24th. Eb was hanging out down in the park.
Oh man, the police kind of went crazy. The news saying that it was a violent protest, it was not. 2 people went around, knocked down fences, and that caused the chaos.
Yeah, I heard a balloon popped and they freaked the fuck out.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
23 people in total were arrested throughout that day. Most of them were bogus. Most of them were because people knocked down fences and the cops arrested bystanders.
Yep. That's what Eb saw. That's what I fucking saw while I was riding around. But yeah. I love this small gay thing. I just think that's very funny. I think it's very cute. Tano, this is Tano. This is my friend Tano. Tano wants to say some stuff.
All right, so 101, you go to one of these things, dress ambiguous. That's number 1. Number 2, cover up any identifying markers. That's number 2. Number 3, any fucker tries to come up and talk to you, you can smell if they're gonna be a fascist. Don't talk to them, give them the bird, tell them to go fuck themselves. Don't ever talk to them.
I support that. It is a fucking waste of time to talk to these fucking people, for real. Y'all, when is this gonna get shut down? Do they just get to stay here for fucking ever or what? This is unpermitted, I get that, but like how long are they gonna occupy our city hall for? It seems like a reasonable question, doesn't it? Okay, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just wandering around. You gonna be my bodyguard? Okay, this is gonna be I got a bodyguard. I know everyone's concerned about my safety. Don't worry, I got a bodyguard now. Yeah, that's where we're fucking at. My phone's about to die, so it's about time to leave anyway. This has been Squid Tips, reporting live on the scene from the city of fucking Seattle, from City fucking Hall, from the fascist fucking center, from the fascist occupation of my fucking city. Reporting live. Ride fast. Take chances.
That evening, I was exhausted, but still so angry at what I saw. I have struggled to think about anything other than making this video since the events happened, because I feel a moral obligation to spread the word about what these people are doing so that others can protect their communities. Seeing the clips go viral and realizing the subtle editing tricks they use to make the content fit their narrative has been really radicalizing, but I am intent on channeling that energy and anger into productive outlets like making this video. So let me wrap up by summarizing the lessons I've learned from this experience that I think others can find value in. All right, so we'll start with the more practical and pragmatic stuff before we move on to the more philosophical. If you create or are part of a group, you should be debriefing after any action you execute. I think the best way to get participation is to do it right at the end of the action and make it something fun, like the way we went and got burgers and shakes. It doesn't need to be complicated. It could just be as simple as saying, what do we do well and where can we improve? This type of honest collective feedback and adaptation is a core tenet of anarchist organizing. Second lesson is that our moto crew felt like a very effective strategy that had a lot of positive feedback from our community. We created joy and spread important information to people while doing something that we love to do anyway. We decided the best strategy was to have one big giant moto crew and then a ground support presence so that we could stage supplies, take breaks, and spread the word of our efforts. Look, nobody likes marketing, but we all got to figure out how to do it. A big lesson that I am taking away is that a failure to focus on local politics makes my community vulnerable to fascists. It's not if, it is when this fight will come to your community. And if you aren't preparing yourself and those you care about for it, God, you're going to wish you had when it shows up. We all know people who are locked into politics and hate what the Trump administration is doing, but are still just kind of going about their lives in the day-to-day like it's normal. To a lot of people, the battle feels like it's somewhere else, but it's not. It's in all of our communities right now. If you know more about what is happening at the White House than you do in your city, you are playing into their strategy. Know your enemy and don't take their bait. I have met enough of these motherfuckers to know they feed on weakness and fear. When Choe challenged me to take my helmet off and I obliged, he panicked. When I did not accept his narrative and forced him to confront the truth, he tried to disengage with me. And when he got scared, he dropped the tough guy act and showed how much of a violent, pathetic coward he is. Since I don't look anything like the stereotype of Antifa and actually look a lot more like the fucking master race they believe in, the media is doing their best to cut me out of the conversation. Me and the evidence I have is a very inconvenient detail to their narrative. Not that that changes anything with them because they will continue to lie through it, but we can use and spread this information in order to immunize people from their bullshit. And we can all adapt our tactics to be more effective at combating our opponent's strategies. I think the biggest problem is that not enough people are engaged in the fight. I can justify the violence to fascists in my head, but I can still see how violence creates a lot of problems. And the more people we have involved, the more we can solve problems without resorting to violence. The two biggest problems I see to community involvement are information not penetrating into our communities. There's a million reasons for this. Misinformation, media diets, distractions, disassociation. We're all guilty of doing it plenty. The other issue I see is that people with the information aren't activating on it. Often I think it's because they just don't know how, but also because a lot of it seems hard and some of it seems really scary. Figure out how to activate people in a positive way by getting them to do things that they already want to be doing and just injecting activism into that. I don't make signs because I'm not good at drawing. I don't have time to learn how to play an instrument and I've always been loud as fuck, so I make noise with my voice. I love riding my motorcycle, so I figure out how to incorporate that into my community engagement and activism. But I would love to see more cool art projects at these events, like the giant Constitution I saw at the April 5th protest at the Seattle Center. I would feel really empowered if there was a marching band playing right next to me at these events, the way that the punk bands were at Cal Anderson. We need to be leveraging a diversity of tactics that play into each of our strengths and interests in order to merge our struggle for freedom with the things that bring us joy. That is how we can win against the drab, uninspired, grievance-based movement that is trying to destroy us.
So there's a powerful quote from the peak of the AIDS crisis that said that they would bury their friends in the morning, protest in the afternoon, and dance at night. And it's the dancing that would keep them going. If the state of the world has you feeling completely drained and you're asking yourself, do I have permission to have fun, to experience joy? My answer is undoubtedly yes. And in fact, joy is a strategy to fight back. I just gave a TED Talk on the main stage all about this, and the main idea behind my talk is that we can take fighting for things seriously without taking ourselves too seriously. And in fact, what people in power want is for us to be depressed as fuck. Joy is rebellious. And again, back to the AIDS crisis, when millions of people were dying and no one was joining our fight, drag queens and trans people turned pain into joy. And in doing so, welcomed millions more people to fight with us. So joy is strategic. Joy is an inside job. And joy welcomes more people to join a movement. Let's not forget that we have been here before. And what a shame it would be to our elders to give up now. Humanity is not dead.
As I am filming this last section, the MayDay movement is in LA, which denied their permit to have an event. They, of course, don't care, because at the end of the day, they will weaponize their religion to justify anything they want to do.
Ready? Yeah, go ahead. Yep. All right. We are right here on Hollywood Boulevard, and we're so happy to be here exercising our First Amendment right to the freedom of speech. We can gather, and you know what? This day is going to go down in history. We have blocked off successfully Hollywood Boulevard down on Orange and Highland.
A slew of laws pending in Republican-led state legislatures that criminalize protest. Last Monday, Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis signed a controversial law that's widely viewed as a response to the Black Lives Matter movement. Under the new law, a public gathering of 3 or more people can be classified as a riot. Anyone who willingly participates in such a gathering can be charged with a third-degree felony. It grants civil immunity to drivers who run their cars into crowds of protesters, even if the driver kills someone.
We need to learn quickly and adapt rapidly to their tactics. When I said a month ago in my video about protecting a drag queen story hour that the feds might come for me at some point, well, I knew it was possible, but I didn't think it was going to be this quickly. But this situation has provided a pretext for the Trump administration to specifically target Seattle because they see it as woke central. After my city's government bent over backwards to give them everything they could have wanted, the FBI decided to open an investigation for violations into freedom of religion. To me, I interpret this as them saying they're going to dig into everyone of relevance that they can find involved in these situations, me included. Now, I've been on various watch lists basically my entire adult life. I have never not been somebody who didn't always try to stick it to unjust authorities. I'm turning 39 this year, and I have never, ever been through an airport body scanner. You can opt out of those every single time if you want to. You can also opt out of the facial scanning. Just hot tips there. If you do enough of this type of shit, you're gonna get on lists. That's just how it works. I consider it a badge of honor to know that these morally bankrupt, corrupt cowards have a little document with my Aryan-looking ass in it. But here's the thing. They're coming back on August 30th with a plan. And I fucking hope we've got one too. This is just the beginning. And it's going to get worse in inverse correlation to how slow we are to mobilize against it. Anyone that is sitting back and relying on the police, justice system, incompetent or corrupt governments are purposely putting their heads in the sand at this point. Most people are far too afraid to speak up for their rights or the rights of others. These right-wing organizations pumped to the brim with these grifting cowards are not even close to invincible. They are made up of people who can feel pain and fear and bleed just like the rest of us. As a class, the working, the poor, and the working poor, we all gain or lose our freedom together. If you're feeling scared about what's happening right now, that's understandable. But the solution isn't to hide. It's to get a few of your friends to back you up. We need to focus on building numbers because that is our advantage. I think we really need to avoid sectarianism and adventurism. Generally, I think the way to do this is to support everyone who's looking to join the fight and focus on the tactics that are popular with a broader population. We can meet our opponents force for force, and we can win battle by battle. I posted a video about this a few months ago, so I hope y'all been exercising. Whatever you do, just don't forget that a better world is possible. So ride fast and take chances. And enjoy a bunch of extra clips at the end that I thought were fun. Which has been running on overdrive to propagate... Would you like one of my stickers? Sorry, I heard that motorcycle guy. I had to give it to him. Overdrive to propagate, which has been
Y'all need some free gay motorcycle. I see you need them. I see you need them. Take one, please. Take one. Unless you say something real nice about me, then you can take two.
I like your shirt.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Some free gay motorcycle stickers? Yeah. There you go. Yeah, of course. Oh, those are yours too.
Hey, would you like a free gay motorcycle sticker?
You're in the Hells Angels, right?
No! She asked me if I was in the Hells Angels. It's cute. Liberals are cute. Can't make a better world without getting them on our side, though.
Y'all want some free gay motorcycle stickers?
Yes, we do!
Yeah!
Oh my god, I love this!
Oh, hell yeah.
Amazing. Are you guys a whole band or?
Well, I can't legally call us a gang because you know then it's RICO charges, right? But no, we're just friends, you know. Built around my YouTube channel. It's in the corner there.
Oh,
You're good. You're good. Yeah, you too. Y'all want some of my free gay motorcycle stickers?
Fuck yeah.
There you
Absolutely.
go.
Oh my god, I love that. Look
Yeah.
at those, look.
Yeah. Oh, yours look great.
Bitchy,
Yeah. Mine look like shit right now. I haven't done them in a while, but.
Look, mine are like lumped up because
Yeah.
I don't have any remover.
Oh, just do it over the top. Yeah, it doesn't last when you just do it over the top. I
Black
found out.
always wins.
Yeah, sure. Hell yeah. Take it easy, ladies. Do you want one of my? That's awesome. You definitely need one of my gay motorcycle stickers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Would you like one too? Yeah.
These are so cool.
Yeah.
It'll go on my helmet.
Oh, and I love your nails, bro. Mine are black underneath here. Yeah.
I believe you.
I stopped biting my nails instantly. I didn't even like think about it, but I was like, oh shit, it literally cured me of like a lifelong fucking thing.
It helps a lot.
It helps a lot. And like sometimes I knife and I'm like, oh shit, it kind of protects my nail a little bit. Anyway, how's it going? I've seen this bike here a bunch. I need to give you a sticker.
A sticker?
Yeah, for sure. Here. Here you go, my dude. Take it easy.
Hey, I'm okay. How you doing?
All right. Can you tell me how to get not to this library here down here?
Yeah.
But there's another one I went to yesterday and I forgot where it is. She wrote it down, all that information.
Yeah, let me see here. Let's see. No problem. Board the King County 7, 14, or 36. Just down here, and then it looks like there's a stop just on the right-hand side as you get just one block over.
Okay, brother. Thank you.
Take it easy.
Be right back. Be right back. Y'all want some free gay motorcycle stickers?
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I have one of these? Thank
Yeah.
you.
Free gay stickers. There you go. Be gay as shit. That's what's important. Gay motorcycle stickers?
I love gay.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Gay motorcycle stickers?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. So I got two styles here. There's my logo, or they've got the motorcycles are for everyone.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, they're slip. I just don't want them to fall out of my hand. There you go. Oh, let me flip them over. Let me flip them over for you. Oh no! Oh no!
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
That's what's up. Which one's yours?
The one that doesn't have someone sitting on it. You'll see me. You'll see me.
It's not the Yamaha, is it?
Yeah. R1M. Thank you.